Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Tonight we're going to be on part one. I'm your host, Dee Shields, if I did not say, for all those who are new and for those who are returning, thank you so much for returning to another hot topic here on What Dee Says, the podcast. I appreciate you. Roommates, trials, a path to marriage. This is part one, and it has five different parts. So we are also supposed to have a comedian stopping by to have fun with us tonight. I can't wait till she gets here. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So Corsette is supposed to be coming by. Most of you on TikTok already know her. So if you're over on YouTube, you also want to open up your TikTok so that you can have fun on both. So we're talking roommate trials, a path to marriage. Yes, the actual roommate. Like, I love you, you love me, but you're my roommate, boo. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. If you are wanting to call in, you have to go over there to YouTube. I am Dee Shields. I am DeeShields on YouTube. And in the comments, you will see the link so you can join over on there. Or if you're on TikTok, Facebook, that's how you jump in if you want to get in on the conversation. Or Facebook, if you would like to join in on TikTok, you can go on TikTok and just hit that. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. So if what you can do is just hit that button to ask to come up, and feel free to jump in on the topic. So before the topic, I have a treat for y'all. So I'm going to read from one of the chapters in one of my books. So I'm going to read from one of the chapters, and then after I read the chapter, I'm going to tell you what that book is and how you can find it. And then we're going right into roommate trials. So your question as you're getting ready for the setup, the question that you're writing down. Oh, by the way, if you're new to my format, you need to get a notepad because you're going to want to write that down. Okay, so you need to get a notepad and you need to get ready to write some notes. Also, if you come on the microphone, be mindful of being respectful to others. And I'm going to invite some people up on the microphone a little early. All right. And also, I'm supposed to be co-hosting. So let me find co-host vibes. Hold on. Last time I clicked this and it was not good because I clicked the wrong one. All right. Give me a minute over there on YouTube. I have to set up something real quick. So let me give you something fun to do. Normally, YouTube, I would give you so much more, but you know how the restrictions are with the music. Pretend like it's Glorilla. I'll be back. All right, I'm on my way back to you. Facebook, YouTube, welcome back. And again, like I said, we are going to begin. First of all, okay, so if you're over there on YouTube, you can see the cover to the book already, right? So we're going to begin with the book and just throwing in a little bit from the book. And then when we get a little bit of a crowd, let's get over on TikTok. Let's please get it up to like 100 to at least 300 and share your thoughts. Would you roommate with the person that you plan to marry? Yep, that's the conversation, and that's the direction that this is going. Over there on Facebook, I have a lot of the saints, and I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble for this. So I'm risking a lot to go here with this topic with y'all tonight. Like I'm risking a lot because in the book of salvation, they do not do this. And so in the book of salvation, I am telling you guys something that that could get me in a whole lot of trouble. But when I present it to you the way that I am going to present it to you, you will then see that I am not trying to send you to the pits of hell. You all are very good at making those moments happen on your own. We all are. No one is perfect at all. And I hope that's what you get from tonight. So go ahead. Number one, write that down. No one is perfect. That's the first note of the day. So we're going to go ahead and read a little bit. If you're over there on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, you can already see. We are reading. Oh, I'll tell you what book I'm reading from in a minute. I have 6 books. I'm going to tell you which one I'm reading from in a minute. But we're going to go into this roommate trial. Are you willing? Look at this house. Are you guys seeing the beautiful home? You see it on Facebook. You see it on YouTube. You see the home here on TikTok. Look at this home. This roommate thing could work. Look how peaceful this could be. If you guys are in this space and you're about to get ready to try to see, is this the person for me? And you're willing to run a trial, but it's on a roommate status, sis. So you may not get the 100%. I'm speaking to my high value women. Are you able to really do this? High value women may really have an issue with me on this one. High value men are going to have an issue with me on this one. But would you be able to do this trial? Look at it. You can have the bottom floor. Somebody can have you can meet in the middle and coexist in the middle. And somebody can have the top floor. Leave that middle to give yourself space and time as you're continuing to make your decision. And may go some days and some months where you don't want to coexist. So this is the perfect, look at me being the architect for you on how to build your home for this roommate trial as you get ready for marriage. If you are new, I am Dee Shields. I'm your host of What Dee Says, the podcast lyrics breakdown, and a host of other platforms. You can find me wherever you listen to podcasts. And let's just go ahead and get into one of the books real quick. I just wanted to read a little bit of something from one of the books. And I'll tell you what chapter I read from and which book I read from, and I'll tell you how to find it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or wherever you love to buy your books from. Okay. So while setting herself up to begin to harass her ex's new lady, the excessive obsessive type fully convinces herself that the harassment is not harassment. It is her only way of warning the new lady of how bad the man she once dated will be to her as well. With that reason as her justification, she begins stalking the new woman by text, by emails, blocked calls, even driving by her job, church, or house if she can access that information. While she is doing that daily activity, she does not miss a beat with her daily attempted calls to her ex. Behind those attempts, she is hoping he will get annoyed enough to agree to talk it out, because some of you actually believe, I'm leaving the book for a moment. Some people actually believe in closure. They actually think they need that for these relationships, right? So behind these attempts, she is hoping he will get annoyed enough to agree to talk it out or meet up with her again. In her mind, that one phone conversation or meeting up is all she needs to look in his eyes to convince him to come back to her. You guys tap that screen over there for you guys. Is it tapping? Is it tapping? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and check on something real quick. I see you guys jumping in. Check the microphone for me real quick. Can you check the microphone? Okay, sorry. YouTube, Facebook, I'm back. All right, I may have to restart over there on TikTok. Okay, so behind these attempts, she is hoping he will get annoyed enough to agree to talk it out or meet up with her again. In her mind, that one phone conversation or meeting up is all she needs to look in his eyes to convince him to come back to her. That's what you guys want to do with the closure anyway, most of the time, those types, the excessive, obsessive types. Now, with that clear picture for you all of how the harassing of the new lady and her ex becomes a newfound obsession for the excessive types of exes that exist out there, I want to share some additional talking points on this type of woman that should be pointed out. So you will have to get those talking points by getting a copy of the book. Reasons She's Excessive Over a Man by Dee Shields. You can find it, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. Type it in. Reasons She's Excessive Over a Man. There you go. All right. Thank you guys so much. All righty. So now let's get into the topic. I'll try to introduce the books as often as I can. All right. So we're going to get into the topic, you guys over there on Facebook and YouTube. Hang in there because the topic, we're going in. All right. So roommate trials, a path to marriage. So listen. Hold on, I'm getting some feedback real quick. It might be because it's turned on a little too loudly there. All right, that's good to know that that's working over there. That's on TikTok, right? All right. So you met your someone, you have been following, how I tell you. That's why I read from the book. So you've been following how I tell you guys to do this in the book. You've been following how I tell you to do it in the books, and you're dating properly at this point because you're reading the books and you understand how who is for you and who isn't for you because you read Remember This, Not Just Anyone Will Do. You read that book that I wrote, right? So you know how to find that person that is for you. So you've done the work, and then you've been dating for 6 months, and then you went to the 12 months, and you waited into that 13th month before you introduced that person that you have decided that is for you. You waited into that 13th month before you introduced them to your friends, to your family, because you made sure you spent 12 months getting to know without living with, without hanging over, staying overnight and doing 2 and 3, 4 months together. You just stayed in separate spaces and you did everything that I tell you to do in the books. That has now worked out for you, and you're ready to see. You're ready for the roommate trial. You're ready for the roommate trial, right? So it's the 13th month, and you're going to first do what I tell you to do in the books on the 13th month. And if what I told you to do in the books on the 13th month, if that is working out for you and that was all successful, now you're going to go into the roommate trial. But if there is any red flag happening from the day you met up into the 13th month and all the things that I told you to do in the books prior to that, if there is a red flag, then you now know that you should not be going forward with a roommate trial. To do so would be to cause your own pain. My brother, my sister, that cause your own pain. So if you decide to cause your own pain, then you just take that L for yourself. There's not much more that I can do about that. Like, I don't wish that on anyone, but Linda, listen, Linda, listen. If you guys will learn to listen, then you will not go through the things that are preventable. But if you are going to ignore me because I'm not important enough for you and your book of importance, is that a word? Hold on, let me send that over. Stay with me, doing a share. All right. There we go. We're working on doing something that we haven't done before, so probably already messed it up like 100 times. All right, so you now understand that you need to follow the guidelines. So if you go into this and say, well, I met him last night, you know what? We're in Austin, Texas. So let's give some real good examples. I met him at Southwest by Southwest 2025, and it's already April, and we're moving in together to try your roommate trials, Miss D. No, I don't. That's not my roommate trial. You're trying your roommate trial. You're not doing what it is that I told you to do that would be a successful path to this. And no, you decided at South by Southwest that you would go home back to your country, and then you would introduce him to all your friends a month later, and then or introduce her a month later. You're not following what I told you to do, because you need to get to know your person that first year by yourself. And I know that is aggravating because you want to go and you want to show the person off. But what I find that you guys do is you constantly invite the person that you barely know to a wedding. That's personal. That's your family wedding. You invite them to a wedding, you break up with them, and then at Thanksgiving, everyone's asking about that person when you're with another person, and then they're like, "Oh, that's not the same guy. Dude, he does look the same," because you kind of have a type, and then things get confusing because you're not listening. But you can go an entire year dating your person without bringing him to personal coexisting events. You guys can find. I have hundreds of dating ideas that you can find something to do where you don't have to lay low and spread wide every night, stand the night, putting your toothbrush in his bathroom or her bathroom. There are ways that you can coexist for date for 12 months before you start trying to do all this roommate trial business, okay? And then at that 13th month, start introducing them to your family and your friends. You don't like this because it doesn't sound like forever. It sounds like if I don't hurry up and dig my claws into him, I know, pick me. You think, hey, queen, hey, evolutionary. Oh my God. So Evo has come. You guys, if you are not tuning in to our constant fun on Evolutionaries channel. Evo, put your channel in the comments for me. You're not tuning in, you're missing out over there on YouTube. But Evo is in the house. New York in the building. Thank you. I appreciate that, Evo. So listen, so you're not listening to what I'm telling you to do. You're wanting to rush in, you want to get your claws on them because you think that if I get my claws in on her or him, and if I become is obsessive and feel like this is my property and I do all these different things that you tend to do, and if you think that you do this really really fast in a rapid psychotic way, you think that that makes your relationship last forever, and it doesn't. Evolution Era Media on YouTube. Evolution Era Media on YouTube. You guys should still have your notebooks out. If you have your notebooks out, then make sure you write that down. Evolution Era Media on YouTube, and you guys can see she has so much content up. Once you go through that content, you are going to be hooked. You're going to want to definitely come back. So listen. So now you're at the 13th month. Okay. All right. Sometimes I will go ahead when I see that it's successful with my clients. I'll say, okay, it does look good. You can maybe go ahead and start introducing it at 12 months. I'm not gonna give you a pass at 9 months because y'all fast. Y'all too fast in your pants. No, I'm not going to give you a pass to go ahead and start introducing to family and friends. I'm not doing that for you because you get out of hand every time I try to do something like that. You get out of hand, and then we spend the next 13 months before you can even meet someone else, because there's that. You just had a major breakup. Here come Miss D. I'm coming with the same thing. Coach D gonna always tell you the same thing. If you just got out of a breakup, yes, you need to take your 12 months. And 12 months just aggravates you guys. I guess you think of it, you kind of live it like dog years. I'm not really sure what you're going through in your mind when you hear me say 12 months, but you guys process that 12 months really badly. And I am sorry, but this is what it takes. Thank you. I appreciate that, Evo. So listen, so you have, once you go through this process, okay, if you just broke up with someone, it hasn't been 12 months. It hasn't been 12 months. Okay, now you meeting your next someone. Okay, when you meet this next someone, I'm telling you, you want me to make you really mad? I don't even want you to lay low and spread wide in the first 6 months. There you go. So I've already made you mad enough. Okay. So I don't want you to lay low and spread wide in the first 6 months. If I'm doing it right, and if the pastors and any of the deacons or any members of any of the churches that I have attended over the years, I did just tell them to wait after marriage. I don't know what you thought you heard, but I did tell them to wait after marriage. Sometimes y'all listen too hard. But look, if y'all doing it, please wait till the 6 month mark before y'all do. One of y'all heard something. Whatever you heard, that's for you. Write that down. Okay. So listen, but really you need to slow down because you want to dig your claws into each other. I make you guys sound like animals sometimes. You want to dig your claws into each other too soon. And once you start doing that, that's where all your problems start, because you don't even know who it is that you're dealing with. You're just in there, especially, I'm not telling you that I'm perfect. I'm talking from experience. Guess what? I never got a ring on my finger from one night stand. See, now y'all didn't make me say too much in front of one of my mom friends. See? Because you needed an example. So I never got a ring on my finger from a one night stand. Had a lot of fun, and I'm sure, got that $1 billion, so he ain't forgot, right? But I digress. But I'm telling you that nothing good happens from that. So that's on you. Some people say they did marry their one night stand. Good for you. That lasts for you. I'm glad that worked out for you. But those are very rare numbers. So 12 months. Yes, okay. You want to smooch, you want to do all that other stuff, do you? But you do not need to be getting intimate and getting all in the first 6 months at all. But 12 months, you are the top tier when you go to 12 months. I have something special in my heart for you when your celibacy takes that long. Okay, so you want to wait, but again, you're dating this person. Let's get into the roommate trials. Okay, so you're dating this person. 12th month, you're ready to start introducing this person to your friends, into your family, to your cousins, whoever, right? You don't need to let this person meet that, because I don't want to hurt his feelings or her feelings, whoever it is that you're dealing with. But boo, you may not be it. If it's only at the 6 month, third month, and I know in your mind you think you're it, but you may not be it because the universe will know. Okay, even if that person thinks that they know, God decides, right? So you might not be it. You might be a bag of chips and some Doritos sprinkled with processed nastiness. It doesn't matter. You might have all that on you and then some, but that doesn't mean that you are going to be the one that gets to stay. So if you wait, I'm telling you, there's something powerful in waiting. So if you wait at the 12-month mark and start introducing to the family and to the friends, at the 13th mark, if it feels good, let's go ahead and try this roommate trial. What I know, okay, what I have seen, I know personally, I know over 20 couples, probably more, but I'm going to just land at 20. I don't know over 20 couples that did the roommate trial method, and their marriages are successful, their relationships are successful. Are they perfect? No. Do they have what? Who knows? The people that I coach, I don't know if you have issues. Write this down, because when you're in a relationship, whatever you're going through is between you and your person and your therapist, maybe your doctor too, because sometimes people bring home gifts and just keep on giving. So the doctor may sometimes get in there too, right? Right? That does happen. We all grown. So, but that's it. You shouldn't be telling your friends. You shouldn't be telling. Once you tell your friends and your family some big old argument that you had, they choose a side. And guess what side they usually choose? Unless they some hoe that want to sleep with your man, they usually going to choose your side. Now, you do have those friends that sometimes are hoes and they sleep with your man and they no longer your friend. That does happen. But usually the ones that love you, they're choosing your side. And they're going to forever remember that thing that person did that you brought into their ear gate. Leave it out of it. They leave them out of it. They have a lifelong opinion and you really don't. I'm telling you these things from experience, okay? Because they usually don't forgive them very well. And then you are going to deal with that tension. And they usually wait until they get drunk once you get to that wedding. And they say all kinds of stuff and mess up your wedding night, okay? They try to bring up things because they still don't have a ring on their finger, right? So I'm just telling you, just don't go about doing that. So write that down. Keep what you have going on in your relationship between you, your lover, your counselor, and your doctor. Constant rotation, just like that, right? All right. So in this trial, you then say, okay, it's the 13th month. Hey, do you want to share? And this is what I don't like. And here's where I'm going to lose a lot of people, because if she has a place and he has a place, somebody write in the comments, she has a place, he has a place. Where should this trial take place? I'm gonna see if you guys have been listening. Are you listening to the podcast? Are you listening to the books? Who should this may not sit well with a lot of women, because sometimes the high value woman may have fallen in love with someone that's not in her income bracket. So you want to continue to stay in this nice neighborhood in your 3-story home, and you want things to continue to be beautiful and go on your nature walks, but he may live in a box. I ain't telling you to go live with him in a box, but I'm just saying he might say, no, this is the 4-wall box that I have, and you can have that corner and I can have that corner, and I would like to do this for our love to see if this marriage will work. That's extreme, but that's going to have to be your decision to decide if that person is for you. I gave y'all a pretty house. Look at the graphic. Evo said nowhere. Listen, I gave you a pretty little graphic, so that's a start. Y'all could build it together. That's some more time, not in each other's face directly, but building a project, how you build that project together. I watch off the grid shows with Honey all the time. That's his obsession, but I like it too. So you can actually build this, I don't know. Let's ask Honey. You see this graphic? Do you think that they can build that? They could go, yeah, that's a possible off-grid project. So you guys can make this your roommate spot. So you can build a little spot just like this somewhere, but ladies, if you do decide to do this, make sure you run that background on background check, okay? Because this is looking a little creepy when I go a little deeper into it. Hey, Keith, thank you for stopping by. Keisha's in the building. Okay, so this house is nice, though. It is. Evo, I'm gonna have to stand with you on that. This house is nice. So listen, You could go work together, decide to live off grid. We probably all gonna have to live off grid in a moment, but let me not take us into sad times because Canada said what they said today. But listen, if we all have to end up living off grid, here's a beautiful project. Make sure you write this down. If you're an artist, draw a picture real quick. Make sure you say, this is my blueprint. This is my roommate trial home when I find this love of my life. If you would have these conversations with the person that you think, this is the person that I think that I can spend the rest of my life with, and you tell him some of the things that you learned in tonight's podcast, you may find that this person agrees that they do want to try this trial out. But what I know for sure is people that do the roommate trial, those relationships still exist. I know 20 plus relationships that have did a roommate trial and upset pastors and deacons and first ladies and ushers and still are successful in the marriages or the relationships that they are in. So I am not telling you that it's going to be perfect, because anybody that tells you, oh, I have a message on perfect, but I forgot, you guys. I forgot to actually write that down. So I'm not telling you it's going to be perfect, but I'm telling you that it's possible. All right. So that's where we are so far. What do you think about the beginning part of the roommate trial? Is it a yay or a nay for you? I'm going to give you guys some time to think. Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to give you some time to think. I'm going to take you back over here to the media and put some little, again, I can't give you much. So this time we're going to pretend like this is a little Anita Baker, because, YouTube has the restrictions on me. Can't play the music that I like to play. But if I'm on TikTok, I could play a lot more, which we will ask you to join the party later, YouTube on TikTok. Okay. So, you guys type in the comments over there on TikTok. Is it a yay or nay for you? Could you do a roommate trial? And do you have your eyes on someone you could do that with? Has the 12 months gone by right now that you see that this is a person I want to sit down and have this talk with Coach D? I want to talk with my person about this roommate trial. Do you have your person in mind? We're going to take a break over here, YouTube, Facebook. Give us a moment.
It all depends on how it's going in the woods, and how it depends how it's going in the past. You know what I'm saying? How things going. So I can, uh, how do I say this? I don't know. So it's a kind of like a weird question though. A roommate trial is passed.
Okay, so this is so it's
Practically roommate. So practically a roommate that you
right.
guys start seeing each other to start to get married. Right?
That's right. That's right. So if you're dating some, you
Don't work. Don't work.
you can't do it.
No, I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
Can't do it because I see what the roommate does day in and day out.
So you like the mystery of marriage. You like once you put the ring on the finger, then you want to know, like, walk that walk and find out all the new things together.
Nah, I erase the past and continue the future.
Okay, somebody's agreeing in my comments over here. They agree with you. They say that's a yes for them. Woo! Okay. So you guys, so over there on TikTok, there is a guest that came in, and he said that this is a no. That this trial is not something that they're willing to do. Thank you for answering that. I appreciate that.
My chat said built.
Your chat said no.
Like built. No, my chat said built. To build. Like to build.
To build together.
Like to build. Yeah.
Right, to build together. Right.
One person in my chat said to build. Phenomenal said build.
To build together. Okay, but what if you can only say yay or nay, chat? What if you can only say yay or nay? What is it? Do you think that you would be able to do it if you had someone that you know that you're planning to marry them, but you have a trial that you're able to do? Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. Would it be a yay or a nay, chat?
Well, you didn't put it like that. You put it as only a roommate. You didn't put it as you were trying to be with this person. You guys are already building something, so and then you guys become roommates to be a past. All right, so that's the difference. You're with that person, right?
Right.
And you guys go and you guys do a roommate thing. That way, maybe.
You think so?
That way, maybe.
You think so?
Yeah, that way, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so my chat over here, Evolutionary Era Media, said if that's the case, it's a yay for her also. Evo says yes. Okay, so what if you learn something in that trial that's not for you? Are you ready to do the breakup immediately, or are you going to keep on trying?
Say that again.
So if you learn something in that 6-week trial, if you learn something and you find out, oh wow, I don't want my woman to do that, I don't want my person to do that, are you going to? It's a no.
I won't build. No, I won't build.
And you get to walk away, and there's no harm, right?
And there's no harm, yes.
So when you stand strong on your roommate trials now, you think it's a good idea?
No, that's not a good idea.
I think.
Well, you're putting it in different ways. Thank you for the cap. You're putting it in different ways. You know what I'm saying? You just put it in three different
right, ways. But that's the thing. It's an experiment, so it can be in different ways. It doesn't all have to be the same.
All right, so first one was the second one. Yeah, the second one was that.
Okay, my thing froze over here on me, you guys. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you for the heart. I'm waiting for a reconnect happening there. I think he said the first one was going to be a no, and the second one was going to be a yes. Yeah. And the second one is going to be a yes.
And the third one was
okay, and the second one was going to be a yes.
I like her too. I'm about to give her a follow.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys, you can find the podcast. Thank you. I'm going to follow you right back. I'm going to follow. All right. I'm following you right back, Kevin. I'm following you right back. Yep. I'm following you right back. Okay. Because listen, you can also find the podcast, you guys. It's over on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. What Dee Says, the podcast. You can find the podcast there and links to the books. Relationship coaching, that's what I do. So when you do this roommate trial, say we're going to do the 2-week and we're going to do the 6-week roommate trial, you should have a life coach at the house that you guys are at. Don't try to do it on your own. You should have a life coach. Someone needs to be a mediator. Someone needs to be telling you guys what's working and meeting with you every other day so that you can say.
I just practically went through a 6 weeks trials right now and ended up breaking up right now, so it didn't work out for me.
It didn't work out for you. It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Okay, what was the negative? Okay, what was the negative? Give us two of the negatives. What happened? Give us two of the negatives. What happened?
The two of the negatives?
Yeah, what happened?
Lack of attention and going out without me.
Wow, she started out strong. Wow, just taking off without you, no plans? Not even bothering to make a plan?
Nope.
Oh, that's already bad right there.
That was every time he asked me, yo, wanna go out with me, let's go with me, let's go that. Nope. Lack of fucking communication and being out, like, just, I am going out to my niece's house. Okay, later.
Wow. No consideration for the fact that you're in a relationship. You have a person. You should be checking in with your person. Yes, you should be checking in with your person. You're not all single. You're not outside. You're not in those streets anymore. You need to be checking in with your person. Yeah, that's not a good one. That's not good. Okay, so here we go again, guys, to the next thing. So what?
You need to small live more, and you do boxes. We need to go to your boxes.
So what'd you say?
That if you do boxes and stuff like that, right?
No, I'm new to this, so I don't.
Oh, you new to this stuff?
No. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about TikTok. What was your question? I am sorry.
I said if you do boxes, like you have people in your boxes and stuff like that.
Oh, I sure do. Yeah, I sure do.
Virtual relationship.
I sure do.
Okay.
Yes, on the weekends, you guys can come in for relationship talk on the weekends on Saturday and Sunday. You can come in for relationship talk. I'll let you know over on the timeline. You will see the update, what time I'm going on. And we do talk healthy living. We talk relationships and a ton of other different topics as well. So if you missed it in the beginning, chat, this is what I said in the beginning. When you're dating someone, I don't know how long you were dating that person before you did that roommate trial, but you want to date your person for 12 months. You don't want to get anyone in your personal space before 12 months, because when you spend 12 months outside meeting up and dating and hanging out, then you find out about each other. When you get to the 13th month, go ahead and introduce the person to one or two of your good friends. Then go ahead and introduce them to family. But in month one, day 1 to the end of the 12th month, I don't want your friends meeting that person. I don't want your family meeting that person. Weddings are not dates. Don't bring your new person to a wedding. Don't bring your new person to Easter Sunday.
All right. So now I got a quick question for you. So now if you know a person for 30 years, right?
Okay.
And you didn't do anything and you didn't do anything before, right? But you guys met up again after 30 years instead of doing things. And shit is feeling right, and shit is feeling good, and shit is going right.
No, that's a different.
And then you get with that person.
Yeah.
Now you get with that person, and then they fuck you over in a month.
Because now you guys became in a personal space and it was different. You find out because people can put their representative for 30 years. You can have a representative and not even know who a person really is, right? People can be like whatever. You don't even know who they are until you get, you know how I say the best way to get to know someone? Go on a 12-hour road trip. If you are in Texas, 8 of those hours are going to be in Texas. Go on a 12-hour road trip. When you go on a 12-hour road trip, you're going to find out if that person is for you. Because what you go through on a road trip, that will tell you if that's your forever. That will be the breaking point for you, or it will be that's a decision that's for you. You think you could try that?
On a 24-hour street.
Yeah, you basically you're going to all the different. You're gonna stop at all the different. He needed this. Thank you. You're welcome, Bronx. Thank you. You're welcome. So I'm gonna give you a follow. Also, you guys follow me, and I'll follow you back. So Evil said a road trip will definitely.
Welcome in. I went on a 24-hour street with her by myself in my crib. You know what I'm saying?
Ouch. Did you guys go?
I was too by myself, like 24 hours stuck, and
Oh,
we went out, we ate, we did stuff together, and then fucking shit is fucked up. I don't know.
and it just didn't work out. You know what? I'm telling you, maybe, but
6 weeks later.
okay. Do you think from what you told me so far? Do you think that it's forgivable? Do you think that you can forgive the person? Match going.
Yeah, we could be friends, we could be cool, but I don't think I can forgive her after the second breakup.
Not after the second breakup. No, that's not your person.
No more.
Look at that house right there. You guys can build that house. That's your spot. That's your place. Y'all could build it together off grid.
I'll be living in there by myself and my 6 kids.
I can see it. That's still a vibe. That's still a guy. That's good. Good father. Good father. That's a good vibe. He said, I'll be in that house with my 6 kids because it's not going to be her. You messed up, sis. You messed up. Oh, chat, she messed up. She definitely messed up. Okay, so Bron said that she played with your feelings. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, no one likes to be played with. No, don't play with people.
Yeah.
No, do not play with people. No. Okay, so listen. So again, I told you guys about the 12 months. You think you can handle 12 months. Now we're talking about the road trip. So we're gonna go from Dallas, Texas, all the way to, let me take you as far as I can take you. Let's go all the way to Wyoming. That's a trip. That is a beautiful view. So let's go from Dallas, Texas to Wyoming. So you guys meet at DFW, you jump in your rental, and you guys take that drive from Dallas to Wyoming. And I'm telling you, it's going to be in the mountains. It's a beautiful view. How are you going to get along on those stops to put I guess you have the electric, do you have electric cars or gas, but you have those stops, you have your food breaks. How are you going to do with the road rage? How are you going to do when Texas pulls you over? Because we know Texas fine is going to pull you over in Texas, right? So how do you guys get along on that road trip? No. Behave. Everyone behave. No, you have to behave. No, those are your rules. It's your road trip. Do what you want. It's your road trip. Do what you guys want. Bronx says, I love road trips. But see, look, you already have somebody that wants to take. Look, Bronx Latina wants to take the trip with you. She says she's in there. She's got you. She wants to do the road trip. You guys better check back in with me and tell me how the road trip went. Okay. Okay, Evo says a road trip will definitely make or break a relationship. Evo, I agree. So you could do a road trip, okay? Or you guys could go ahead, like I said, you're going to go ahead and do the roommate trial. The roommate trial comes with the contract, people. You can't just jump in and make a decision. You need to put a contract together, okay? So you need to put the rules of what's allowed and what's not allowed. Okay, she said I got his back. Bron says she has your back.
I need to know where the fuck is the fucking woman's rule book. That's what I need to find out. Where the fuck is that woman's rule book?
You got to take your time. You have to be. It's awareness. You have to. Women aren't going to give the secrets away. We're not here to give the secrets away. No.
I was on a 21-year relationship, all right? And I
Thanks for coming back, you guys.
Secret.
Oh, wow.
I found out the last week after I left.
Oh, wow. Tap the screen, you guys. Tap. I appreciate it. So it's okay. So Evo says she's getting carpal tunnel in the like your finger. Thank you. I appreciate that, Evo. Evo says she's getting carpal tunnel. Thank you. Thank you, Evo. Okay, I'm glad that that you guys are getting something out of this. I hope you're writing it down. Don't forget the number one rule with Coach D is to write that down. Okay, so we have a trial. A roommate trial is going to begin. Now you need to get a piece of paper, or let's go digital. You need to get a digital contract, Copilot, Chat GPT. Tell them, I need to put a contract together, chat. And then they're going to put a contract. What kind of contract? I have a roommate trial going, and we need to lay down some rules. We need to decide what we can and cannot do. Do the contract, and everybody needs to follow the contract. So keep it simple. Maybe have just 10 guidelines, 10 things, and check back in with each other once a week. How's it going? Do you like where we're at? Do you want to continue this? Should we be calling the jury over to decide on the diamond ring right now? Should we be going with jewelry right now, or is it too soon? Go ahead and have those conversations, because you're trying to decide in this trial, is this person for you? Go ahead and have a family get together during the trial. Make sure that there is a family get together so that the family can decide whether or not you guys coexist well as well. Okay? So make sure, I'm sorry if you want to come back, I'm bringing you back, Kevin. So make sure you guys have a family get together. Make sure you have your close friend, your two best friends. Make sure that they come over and see how they think that you guys are doing for Taco Tuesday, right? So hang out. I love getting Taco Tuesday. I like my drinks. I like my spread. I like my tacos because I'm from Texas. So we are going to have a Taco Tuesday. So how's everybody getting along? What is their opinion about whether or not you guys are working out? Who's going to be washing the dishes? Who's going to be taking the trash out? Who's going to be making sure that the bed is made every morning? Who is going to be making sure that the coffee is ready every morning? What? You guys, welcome everyone that does stop by. I highly appreciate you. And thank you for the multiple matches to our guest over here on the right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome to everyone. Please tap the screen. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Please hit my timeline. You can see some more videos on the timeline. You probably said, "What does she look like?" Yeah, just hit the timeline.
That's the only question I'm asking myself over here.
So hit the timeline, you guys. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, okay. Let's YouTube and Facebook continue to stay in the conversation. Okay. All right. So listen. So you're going to do this contract now. You're at the 4-week mark, and you're going, okay, does this work for me? Is this something that I can continue on? Because time is valuable, babes. Time is valuable. You can't get your time back.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's gonna be a no 6 weeks, and there is gonna be 6 weeks, you said
you can do 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. You can keep.
You said 6 weeks, right?
6 weeks.
6 weeks, I'm gonna fall in love with whoever's gonna be in there with me.
So you fall in love fast. Maybe this roommate child.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Oh no.
Time and day. You give me that attention, time and day. You give me that communication, and you want to communicate with me and stuff like that. You show me good vibes. I'm gonna fall in love with.
Okay, Bronx. So I'm gonna put this on you, Bronx Latina. You need to go easy with him, okay? Because he's falling in love fast, but you got to make sure that it's for all the right reasons, on girl. So before that road trip, make sure I know how you know what you're doing. You got it, girl. She said that he loves attention. Okay, she got you. She said you love attention. So listen, so you're now in that 4 to 6 weeks, and now you're saying you're at that market. You're saying, is this person for me? But make sure that you respect each other's time. If you've already made up in your mind that it's not for you, go ahead and check in at that 1 week talk, at that 2nd week talk. Go ahead and check in. Don't pretend. Go ahead and let the person know. You guys learn how to speak directly to people. Don't waste people's time, because people can't get their time back. You can't. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. You can't get your time back. So you don't want to play with people's hearts and people's time. If you know that this person is not for you, just say it in the kind way that you can. And you guys go ahead and go about your way, because who's for you is for you. One thing that I have seen every time I've done this relationship thing, I can promise you that that person that is for you and is not going anywhere. Even if Big Booty Judy all in his face right now, I promise you that that's not her person. Because if God says that that's your person, that's your person. Judy gotta go. Okay, God gonna make sure she get on up out the way. Okay, he gonna send her, some little something to welcome in. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping in for the topic. Okay, I appreciate you tapping the screen.
She said a roommate traveled a path to a marriage for 6 weeks. What are you thinking?
Yay or nay? Somebody let me know in the comments. How do you guys feel now about roommate trials? Is it going to be a yes for you or a no for you? Can you do a roommate trial to decide that if this person is for you? Because remember, your soulmate is out there. Your soulmate is out there, okay? So you don't want to waste your time with someone that's not for you. You do not want to waste your time with someone that's not for you. I appreciate you, YouTube and Facebook. Thank you guys so much. But see that, you know what? My sister is a Leo. My sister is a Leo. That falling in love fast. You guys better stop. You're gonna end up having too many people in your relationship energy space. No, no, no.
She's giving me the time and day, you know what I'm saying? And talking nice, you know what I mean?
With the fraudsters will talk nice too. The person. Yeah, but you have those people that will come and pretend to be about you and they're not. So you have to be so careful with that fake energy. That fake energy is sometimes very, very bad.
You are so true with that. You are so true with that. You're speaking facts on that part right there.
You get what I'm saying? We have to be real careful about that fake energy. Yeah. People know how to play games just to get what they want out of you. Exactly. So like I said, when you try this, make sure that you're doing a contract. Make sure you have your life coach on board. I hope you choose me as your life coach. But if you don't, make sure you have someone that you're checking in with the trial, okay? And be safe. Like I told you, do your background checks. Make sure that people know that you're starting this trial. Don't go moving into this house in the woods and you didn't tell your girl that you're going out to the woods with this person, okay? So make sure that people know that you're doing this trial. And you guys might okay. You may even decide, you guys, that you want to do an Airbnb. You might do an Airbnb. You're not in your space, she's not in her space. How about that? So now we're in a totally different environment. You're not judging my environment. I'm not judging your environment. We're meeting in this mutual space. You guys think that you could do that? If you got to that point, Do you think that you could do it if you chose an Airbnb? Yay or nay? Okay, check in with me. If it was an Airbnb, would you think that you could go? Let me know. Let me know, chat. My chat is here. Evo, Britt, tell me what do you guys think? Phenomenal woman.
My chat, let's go. Let's answer that. Chat, let's go.
Let's go. If it's an Airbnb and you have 6 weeks and you have your life coach, your favorite life coach, because you chose Dee Shields. If you have your favorite life coach with, am I sounding like I need water?
The thing is that
water break.
We've been talking about that shit for a while now. Right now, we've been trying to plan. Well, we've been saying it for a little bit now that we've been trying to plan to see what the fuck we do, so we can all meet up in an Airbnb. We're talking about this right now.
Well, see, there you go. So now you have mutual friends and mutual people, and everybody's a part of the trial. Make sure that everyone is in on the trial, so everyone's on their best behavior. Don't have your friends embarrassing you. Look, I just told you that I'm bringing my possible forever, so don't be showing out. Keep those little high school friend stories, and when we went out in Vegas, keep all that to yourself. We will talk about that later. Don't be bringing up that night in Dubai. Do not all that. Keep that to yourself. This is my personal person. Thank you guys. Appreciate you, Stan. You guys, come on, give me some gifts. I want to win this match. I've lost multiple matches on this one. Okay. So you can then, I think Airbnb could be a perfect thing. So write that down. We're adding to the notes. We're choosing Airbnb as an option. So we've got the long road trip from Dallas to Wyoming back to Dallas. And then we have the Airbnb. So there's an option.
So, all right. So how many people are in that trip now?
Oh, try to keep it.
Now it's just not stupid because it's gonna go wild.
You don't want it to be too crazy. You guys don't. I don't want you to get too crazy on there. I don't want you to have no Wild King night and end up in there with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing like that to go down. Y'all got to keep it real. Make sure the right people go with you to this Airbnb, because I do not want anybody facing the things that Brother Diddy is having to face right now. So make sure that all the right people, YouTube, Facebook, thank you. Go ahead and continue the conversation. And if you are coming after the show, I would highly appreciate if you guys make sure that you leave some comments and your yays and your nays and tell me your notes, okay? Come back again.